Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chama's Stitches. My name is Chama. It's so good to have you guys right back. I want to welcome all the old subscribers who have stuck around with me. Thank you so much for sticking around, and for the new subscribers who have joined the family, you guys are welcome. And if you are seeing this channel for the first time, I hope you decide to subscribe and stick around with us. On today's tutorial, we're going to be sewing a simple 3-layered spaghetti circle top. I hope you stick around to the end and see where this goes. I have 2 yards of this chiffon fabric, and but a part of it is cut out. We're probably going to still use that part later because I was going to make something else with this, but I changed my mind. So let's get into it. I'm going to be cutting this fabric into 3 pieces. I'm going to be cutting out 3 square pieces of this, and each square piece is going to be shorter than the one preceding it. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this out. Okay, so I've gone ahead to cut it out into square. The first one is 18.5 inches on each layer. That's the first one. The second one is 15 inches on each layer. And the third one and third and last layer is 10.5 inches on each layer. So you can make your own more than this or shorter than this, however you want, but this is what I am making. Okay, and then I have these ropes cut out. This is going to be the spaghetti sleeve, and I have this to be like 22 inches, I'll be 26 inches in length. This is about 26 inches in length by 1.5 inches. This is going to be the rope, and because it is going to be adjustable, that is why the rope is this long. Okay, and I am going to be using this to adjust it. This is what you have in bras. These are exactly the same ones you have in bras, so I'm going to be using it to adjust it. You need 2 of this circle one and 2 of this one that helps you to adjust. This is the adjustable pin. Okay, this is, you need 2 of this as well. So I'm going to find the other one. I have 2 of it as well, so I'm going to be using this to adjust it. And then I have this one cut out. This is going to be a loop. This loop is going to be a base for this. So this loop is going to be a base for us to fix in the spaghetti sleeve. And the measurement I need that I'm going to be working with is the length of the sleeve, the dress you want, and round your chest line. Around my chest line that I'm working with is 33 inches. So divided by 4 is going to be 8.25 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this round so that I can make a circle. Now to cut out the circle for my chest line, I'm going to be using 4.5 inches. So I'm going to go around with 4.5 inches. So you have to take your measurement to know what you need. Okay, the measurement of your chest line that you are working with, divide it by 4, and what you get is what you should be getting after cutting out your circle. So I have the 4 inches gone round. Let me adjust this pin. So I have this 4 inches. I'm going to go up by 0.25 because we're going to be needing at least half an inch for the sewing of this. Okay, so I have the chest line. So here I'm just going to go ahead and cut out this curve, these pointed parts. Okay, you can use your measurement to cut it, or you can just follow this. So I'm just going to cut it out like so. So we have our circle, as you can see. Now these pieces, I'm going to set them aside because I'll also be needing it. Okay, so for these pieces, because I'm going to do a flower, I only need maybe 1 or 2 of it. Depends on how full you want your flower to be. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. Look at this. So this is what I'm going to do for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and sew the sides so that we'll turn it inside out to keep it neat. Let me pin this down. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this and make a rope out of this piece I've cut out, 2 of them, and I'll do the same thing for the loop as well, and sew this all around. Okay, so I've gone ahead to sew this all around and made notches around, so just turn it inside out. You can iron this flat. This is going to be for design, for flower design. So I'm going to set this aside. Okay, I'm going to iron it flat and set it aside. This is the loops, the 2 loops and the ropes. Okay, so I've made the 2 of them. I'm just going to set these 2 aside as well. This last layer is going to be like the turning inside out. So I'm going to open this one. I'm going to set the smallest one, this smallest one. I'm going to turn it the wrong side facing up, okay? And then I'll place the largest one, the right side facing up. So the right side will be facing up, like this. And then I'll take this one, that's the second one, right side facing up as well. And I'll place it here like this. Because we're going to be using the one underneath, that's the first layer, to turn it all inside out when we're done. Okay, so that is the purpose of that. Now, this is what I'm going to do. You're going to take the rope and you're going to be placing it in between the last layer and the largest layer, like the smallest one and the biggest one, okay? So I'm going to take it and cross it on each other like so. Choose a center, because wherever you're going to place it, that will be the middle part of the front. That's the center part of the front. And you're going to go ahead and pin it in between the smallest layer and the biggest layer, like this and like this. So this one goes this way, this one goes this way, okay? And I'm going to pin it. Now, since this place is going to be the center front where we have the rope, I'm going to just find the opposite center. That's the part that is not going to be the center of the back. So just stretch it like so. You find your center. You can pin it first. So this is the center front and this is the center back. So I'm just going to transfer this pin here so that it will hold all of them together. Now from here, the center back, I'm going to be placing the loops. I'm going to measure 4 inches to this side, 4 inches to this side. You can make it 4 inches or you can make it less than 4 inches. This is where the back rope is going to be attached, okay? So to attach the back rope, this is the loops that we made. I'm going to take this circle one and I'm going to pass it in like this, as you can see. And I'm going to pin it underneath here. I'm going to put it here. Remember, you are pinning the loops and the rope in between the smallest layer and the largest layer, since we are using the smallest layer as the facing to turn it all inside out, okay? Then I'll pin it. I'll take this one too, and I'll also pin it on this direction. Here I pinned it in between the largest layer and the middle layer, after which I had to loosen it and repin it again. With this like this, I'm just going to go ahead and sew here round and make notches so that we can continue. I've gone ahead to sew it round. As you can see, I added hemming gum all around as I was sewing it, so that when you turn it inside out and you iron it, it's going to lay very flat, okay? Also, for it to also lay out very easily, you have to also make notches around. Okay, so after making the notches all around, you are going to bring out this one like this, and this is what you have. Look at the rope, and this is the 2 loops at the back. So this is what we have. This is what we have. It doesn't have to be exactly a perfect circle, but you can actually smoothen it out if you want, but I prefer to have it this way, okay? And so this is what I have. This is it. So this is going to be going here, all right? So do well to hem the edges. I'm going to go ahead and iron this place to keep it flat, but first let's attach this. So you take this one coming this way and you're going to pass it through this adjustable. Look at this, straighten it out, and then I'm going to pass it into this one like this. Pass it inside this one, so it's coming out this way, and then my job is to pass it through here again. So to pass it, you can just move this side upwards. So this is what we have. This is where we are at. So I'm going to take this now, move this one upwards so that I can pass this inside here, okay? So I'm going to pass it here, bring it up from here, like this, and you're going to go ahead and lock it on itself. You're going to go ahead and lock it. So I'm going to pin this place. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this place. So to conceal all of this sewing, you can decide to fold it in a little like this and then overlock it. So this is how it's going to be. And then you have, so whenever you want to adjust this, you just move it to wherever you want it to be. And this is what I have. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take this like this, pass it here, pass it this way. So you have this like this, and then you are going to go to the back, the one at the back, and then you pass it inside this loop, bring it back to this one here. And when you bring it back, you take this one up a bit so that you can access the adjustable in the middle, and then you are going to pass it through here and then pass it inside again to bring it out here, and this is what you have. And like I said, to keep it neat for all these rough parts, I can just fold it in a little bit like this and then go ahead and lock here. So I'm going to pin it, and I'm going to go ahead and lock the two of them, and then iron here. So here I've gone ahead to iron it, and I have sewn these places together to keep it locked, and this is what we have. I'm going to put this on the mannequin and show us how it looks first. So now the next thing we're going to do is the flower at the top. So this is the piece I cut out. I've gone ahead to iron it, and then I run a loose stitch around. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up this loose part. I've locked one part of it. I'm going to take this other piece and I'm going to drag it and pull on it. Okay, pull on it to create that flower you see there. So you have a neatly finished end, and you can have this like this. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this. So this is going to come here at the center here and stay here. So you can go ahead and tack it in using your hand needle, or you can make out something like this, like I did, and turn it inside out. I simply just cut out a piece like this, sew it all the sides, and leaving one small opening where you can turn it inside out. So you will have something like this. This is just to create a base for our flower. Okay, you're going to take this and tack it down here. So first I'm going to be tacking this. After tacking it, I had to conceal the base so that there will be no rough edges showing, and then I had to go ahead and attach it to the blouse. And then I used the baby lock machine to overlock the hem of the blouse. Now this baby lock machine gives it neat finishing, and I like the way it comes out. That is why I used it. You can also go ahead and hem yours. If this video was of any help to you, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to this channel. And if you are meeting this channel for the first time, I hope you decide to subscribe and stick around. You can also follow us on our social media platform, all of them at Jjjjj Stitches. I would also very much appreciate it if you can share this video to someone that might need it, or someone that it might be of help to, or also just randomly share it on your social media platforms. I would appreciate that. Thank you guys always for the support. Thank you very much for the likes and the comments. I appreciate it. See you guys in my next sewing tutorial. Bye bye.